Hey friends, welcome to my page, DIY Crafts with Dar. Happy Wednesday already. Can you believe it? This week is just flying by. One more day and I get to see my family. My stepdaughter will be here with all the littles, and then one of the grandchildren is flying in on Friday with dad. So I'm excited to have family here and go have some fun. I love that. So, anyways, guys, we have a fun little snowman project. This project goes back a long ways. So, the creator of the file, she used to make pattern packets many moons ago that me and some of my other friends used to paint. We'd buy her pattern packets and cut it out by hand in with the scroll saw in the garage. And she revamped this one. It is so darn cute. I just know you're gonna love it. So there's a hanger sign and it says, "Bless my snowman heart." And then same thing on the little ornament. It's just super cute. So um and maybe you guys can help me decide on this scarf. She had blue and purple on this scarf, but I'm not really a purple person for my snowman, and neither are my customers. So I was just gonna do a light blue and a dark blue, maybe like a teal. So I'm gonna ask your advice on that because I think that's gonna be better for me. Some people might like purple, but anyways, guys, how are you? Happy Wednesday. It has been quite a week so far. Just getting a ton of things done. I'm a little bit tired. Yesterday I was pretty tired. And today we got to go do some grocery shopping and give all the dogs a bath. That will be a chore in itself. All the dogs. All the dogs. So, anyways, how is everybody? Here is our fun project. Let me show you. Look at how cute it is. So it has a little banner at the top that it will hang from. And we'll have jute in between. You can do ribbon if you prefer ribbon. Go ahead and use ribbon if you have it. But we're going to use jute to just tie it together. So it's going to hang like that. And then the ornament, it's attached. So the banner part is attached at the top. So so there you go. Isn't it cute? I think it's so cute. I'll put myself in the corner in just a moment here. Let me get my glasses back on. If you're out there watching, just say hello. If you're coming back and watching the replay, just put #replay. So let me just get myself up in the corner. Go to the corner, Darlene. There we go. There we go. Hi, I'm here. Let me share this to VIP group. Let me know what you did yesterday. Anything fun? What's going on in your life? So I made the cute little pillow. Guys, I wasn't going to show you, but for some reason the candy cane part peeled off and I was trying to fix it, and I have an oopsie. But I'm going to show you because I might make them into stuffies. Yeah, I have an oopsie that doesn't look very good. But I don't know why, but the green peeled off of the white. So I'm going to ask, and I did it 3 times. So I don't know what happened. No idea. But I think I'm going to ask Chocateur what happened. Why did the ink do that? Let me just show you. Let me show you what I mean. So all of them, the green peeled off and I had to redo it. So the center ones are perfect and they stayed. This one is so, and it's kind of peeling if you rub on it. I don't know what the deal was, why it peeled up off of it. It probably would rub off again if I pressed hard. I might just keep this for myself. But this side, look at, I have an oopsie. You can't really see it too much, but there's an oopsie there. So I didn't get it lined back up properly. I'm like, oh my goodness. Yeah. So I think maybe once the pillow's back in there, it might be okay. But I don't know why. See, these are fine now. The green isn't rubbing off. I just happened to touch the green after I finished yesterday, and I'm like, why is it rubbing off? I don't even know why. But I might just keep it instead of selling it because I wouldn't want it to rub off later. Yep, or I'll make it into stuffy. So, okay, let me see who's here. Hi, Laura. How are you? Hi, Bridget. Hi, Cheryl. Hi, Betty. Hey, Sarah. Hope your physical therapy goes well. Oh my goodness, girlfriend. You're gonna get through this. It's gonna take time, but you're gonna get through it. I know it's slow. Hey Carrie, how are you? Hi Deb. Hey Sherry. I know, isn't it cute? I'm so excited. Red for this, red for the scarf. That would be cute. Hi Doris, my sister. Hi Stephanie. Hi Darlene. Hey Judy, how are you? Hi Debbie. Hi Sylvia. Good morning, Lynn. And my Siri keeps wanting to talk to us. It keeps lighting up. So, okay, so the top part is blue. So I wasn't sure if red would look good with it, with the blue. Oh, I gotta get gray for this part. Okay, so gray for the part of the earmuffs. This is what I picked out. Okay, so the top part is a darker blue. It's the open water, and then I'm gonna dry brush it. Okay, and then these are white. So I picked this out for the scarf. These two colors. I don't know. You sent me a PM. Oh, perfect. Okay. I didn't look this morning yet. I just got up. You would try Stickles glitter glue if you're not washing it. Oh, that's a good idea. Yeah. Maybe remember when I said I would just speckle it if I messed it up? Maybe I just need to speckle the pillowcase. That's what you're saying? Yeah. I thought so. Darlene Bart, taking care of mom at the hospital with her test. Oh gosh, yes. We will pray for your mama. Hope everything goes well. Doris said, I'm doing my community education class tonight on carpal tunnel. Oh, oh yeah. I remember when you had to do that before. That's kind of interesting. How fun. Not. Oh my goodness. Well, somebody's got to do it, right? Someone's got to do it. Okay, let's get all these pieces up. Let's get our board over here. I can't wait to see this. I'm sending a bunch of these with my daughter. I cut out 18 of these little snowman ornaments, and I snagged one. So I'm sending 17 with my daughter today to be base coated for my craft show. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Maybe I could do some of them all in red. I'm not sure if the red will look good with the top part. Let me show you the picture. Let me show you the finished picture of what it's supposed to look like, just to kind of give you guys an idea. Okay, so here's what it's supposed to look like. It's going to have a red heart, so it's going to have red there. But she did purple with it. This is what it's going to look like. I'm not so fond of the purple. I like the blues. But I don't like blue and purple together. That's just not me. Okay, let's try to fit everything on here. Let's get the ornament on here first. Let's scooch this up so we can see everything. And, okay. Oh, I have to get a small brush for that. Okay, so white for the snowflake, white for all the words. This part is, I'm glad that part takes off. That part is slate gray. Okay, bless my snowman heart. I whenever anybody says bless your heart, I just have to think of the day that I got educated on what that really means, and I just think that's so funny. Oh my goodness, bless your little snowman heart. Yeah, does it mean the same thing? Or is it a good thing? Is it a good thing? No red scarf with the heart there. Okay, perfect. Yeah, I know. Well, okay, so no red. I'll stick with the blue because I'll just do one blue, and then I can decide. I haven't pulled my colors for my daughter to paint the ornaments yet because I wanted to paint it with you guys first this morning. So when I pull all the colors, what I do is, and I might have to put this on a separate board. I probably will. I'll probably have to put that on a separate board. Let me set it up there for now. I bag up each individual part. So like I put all the snowman bodies into one, all the scarves into one, and then I put the color. I actually put a bottle of paint in the Ziploc with it so she knows exactly what color is supposed to be. So I did not pull my colors for her because I didn't know for sure. Okay, so buttons and the mouth on this. So this one, the ornament, the mouth is dots, like with a stylus. This one, the sign has little dots. The eyes are a little bit bigger than the mouth part, okay? So if you're looking at it, it looks just a little bit bigger. This is the nose. So the nose is flat like that, not like a carrot. It's a square, okay? So we'll get all these pieces off. This is going to be slate gray. We'll just do this one identical to the ornament. Okay, where am I going to put this? That would fit right there. Let me move things. Sometimes you got to move things. All right, so this will go here. This is going to be so cute. And then I'm going to want to have a dozen of those, but there is not time before my next show. Okay, let's see. I'm covering up my words down here. Let me bring in a small board that I have somewhere. Here's a small board. Here's a small board. Hi, Chris. How are you? How's everybody doing? You guys, did you get to shop the sale yesterday? There was a little surprise on the sale yesterday. So I'm sorry, on the Chocator stuff that came back. There was a little surprise. They gave us 25% off of that. So I went to shop right as soon as I was done with this. I went in there to shop and I was like, oh, good. Designers get an additional 25% off too. So Perks members get their 30% and then they get an additional 25%, which is great. I'll take it. So if you haven't shopped for any of those transfers that I showed you that were coming back, it's really a good deal. Okay, I hope I have enough. I hope. I think I have another one of these. Let me look and see. I do. Okay, so open water is the top. Is that what it was? No. Desert turquoise is the top because that was darker. This is open water is the bottom with is the scarf and the earmuffs. You need to get the elf one. Yes. Yeah, grab it before it's gone. I did get 6 of those just in case. I haven't really been purchasing inventory because I'm not taking stuff to the craft shows, but I thought that I better grab a couple in case people needed them and didn't get them right away. So I did grab 6 of the elf one, and then the You Make Me Melt snowman, I grabbed 6 of those. So that was it. But anyways, guys, and yesterday was also for designers. We got paid our commissions and designer dollars. So that's another reason to shop. If you're a designer, you probably got designer dollars in there, which is awesome. We love that. Gotta love it. Many moons ago when I feel like when I was taking when I was doing a lot of the craft shows, taking my Chocator stuff to the craft shows, I would have a lot of design dollars every single month. It was pretty awesome. It was pretty awesome back then. I don't get as many as I used to, and that's okay. I would get stuff and I would tell my husband, oh, all of that is free stuff. And it was all my free stuff. I just had to pay shipping. But yeah, I don't get as much as I used to. I still get quite a bit. Okay, white for the words and white for the snowflakes. My poor dogs. So they're getting used to the little baby gate. I think they're feeling really bad though, because they don't get to sit up there and bark at the postman. The postman is probably grateful because he would be picking up and they would just jump at the window of the front door. So now the dogs have to sit on the back of the couch to see out the front door. And they bark from there. Our couch is kind of like at a V, or like a 90 degree angle. There we go. And the back of it faces the front door. So they'll sit on the back of that couch and I'm always afraid they're going to jump off or fall. They're sitting there barking at whoever's on the other side, but they can't jump on the door. It's kind of nice, but I think they're not happy with me. It is nice to go in and out of the front door and not have dogs attack you. They're always so excited that we're home. But our little gate that we put up in the entryway is working quite well. I think we're going to leave it up. I think. We have it there because, families coming and there's lots of kids. There's 4 grandchildren coming. And I don't want them to accidentally let the dogs out because my dogs will probably just run And even though they have a GPS on them, they could run into the road because they don't know. They don't have a fear of cars because they're not out there. Some of them don't go on walks at all. Okay, let me move that. Okay, let's keep going. So we may as well do this little part. So on the snowman down here, the top part is that same color. And you can go right into where the earmuffs are and paint that. Okay, so the words are going to go over that. And then also on the earmuff part, there's this little tiny piece that goes over there. So if you accidentally get paint in there, don't stress, don't worry. Okay, so I'm going to just go ahead and paint that. And then let's do all of our white because we know our white needs at least 3 coats. Hi, Janine, how are you? We are doing a snowman sign and a little ornament. I just love this one. like I said earlier, this person has been creating files way back when they were packets. Do you remember? Maybe Janine remembers. Do you remember when they would have the paper packets? Some places still have the paper packets that you can purchase, and then you would just trace it onto your wood and cut it out. So she used to sell her files like that at different craft stores. And I used to buy her patterns, and then I'd have to trace them with tracing paper and a pencil onto my wood and cut it out. This is one of them that she has revamped for lasers. So I just think it's adorable. Let me just try to get all those lines out of my snowman. I don't think you can ever have too many snowmen because snowmen are good through, January, February. Okay, words are white. All my snowflakes are white. There's a lot of white on here. Let's do all of our white because we need to put probably 3 coats of white. And then we'll do our blue, and we'll do our stripes last. So we'll do our light blue on there, and then we'll go back and do stripes with the dark blue. Let's get our snowman down here before it dries on there. Hello, you're still buying patterns. Okay, perfect. I haven't been to the stores and seen the patterns there, like the little packets, but I know they do it online. You can buy it, the digital packets now, which are great. So okay, I don't have to go all the way to there because the earmuff is going to cover that. So Vicki, I saw your message. I'll get that invoice adjusted. Somehow I missed that one item. Go figure. Okay. Let me shake this. I know there's going to be enough in here. So crystal blue, we'll do the earmuffs and the scarf. Crystal blue. Okay. Earmuffs and scarf. So we're going to do all the ones that are the same. I wanted to do the sign and do the ornament because, they go together, and it's just as easy to have all your colors out and paint them all at the same time. And I wanted to see how big this actually is. So they do have one that will go into a wreath. I just have to figure out what wreath to use, if I get like holly leaves or what I can get. I hope I have another one of these. Let me look. Do I have another one? What is this one? Oh, I do. I have a full one. I have a full one for when this is empty, if we need it. Okay. All right. I always try to use up as much as possible. I usually will tap on my table, but I'm not going to do that because it'll be really loud for you guys. Oh my goodness. What do you think of this color? I'm not really an orange person, but I was thinking fall. It kind of looked cute for fall, but it's a little wild for me. It really is not my color. I was just trying to pick things. I'm like, oh, I got to save this one for Disneyland. Oh, I got to save that one for SeaWorld. I don't have a big variety of clothing. If I haven't wore it for a while, I just toss it or donate it. Yeah, it's kind of funny. You're welcome, Vicki. I know it's been a struggle. So yesterday was another day that I barely made it till just barely after noon, and then I had to lay down for almost 3 hours. It's just been hard, guys. I told Betty yesterday, I said, if I had known that I was going to feel this way after my surgery, I might have chosen not to have the surgery. You know, I know I needed the surgery. I know I needed to just get it done with, but I've never in my life been so exhausted. Just all of a sudden, just like overwhelming exhaustion where I cannot keep my eyes open. I have to go to sleep right then. So that, I mean, that to me is scary, where I mean, once in a while when you're sick, you feel that way. But for me to feel that way on a daily basis, to have to go lay down is just, to me, it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Okay, slate gray. Slate gray is for the top part of the earmuffs. You know, that little piece that goes between the earmuffs. Yeah, I just don't understand. And I'm trying to be patient. I'm trying to be patient and do what I'm supposed to and make sure that I'm getting all of the rest that I need to. Okay, I'm gonna paint this top, the little two bubble things right there. I'm gonna paint them slate gray because they're gonna stick out above that. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. I'm trying to be patient and do what I'm supposed to be doing, but I'm not happy about it. I'm not happy that I'm so tired all the time. I'll get through it. I know, Betty. Thank you for your encouraging words. I appreciate it. It's nice to have friends that help you along, that understand and are patient with you, because it just has been a struggle. Ooh, look at it. It's the same color as my shirt. So this is Spiced Pumpkin. So this is the nose. The nose is a rectangle. Yeah, little rectangle. So you have a low thyroid and that's what it's like. Oh gosh. You know, and they checked all that. So, because I thought, well, maybe it's something like that. I had them check everything. They ran all the tests. I don't know what else there is. She even thought that it was my B vitamins. Oh no, my B vitamins are actually high because I take B vitamins every day. Yep. So, there's no more tests that she can run. They took so many tubes of blood. So, I mean, I guess I should be grateful that I don't have a disease. I don't have, you know, any markers for cancer. I don't have thyroid issues, heart issues, none of the above. I just have to be patient and wait. So I am waiting for my sleep study that's coming up. Sleep study will be in December. Maybe that will be the answer. Maybe. Okay. Hi, Janelle. How are you? Thank you, Cheryl. My shirt is a little wild. Hi, Sandy. Did I say hi? I'm not sure. Sometimes I forget if I did. Okay, the red I'm going to use, oh, I just grabbed one. This one's primary red. Primary red, Santa red, any of those reds works great. So I'm going to do the little heart. Oh, let's see. Let's just put some up here. Let's just put some on the heart. Oops, and I dropped my paintbrush underneath the table. Okay, grab another one. I'm not crawling under the table at the moment. Yeah. All right. So we've got one coat on everything. Let's go ahead and dry this, and let's bring in our other board, get our second coat on, and just keep going. I know we need second coats on. Well, the blues look like they need second coats. And I got a fuzzy right there from something. This is gonna be so cute. White always needs at least 2 coats, sometimes 3. We experienced that about 2 months ago. You were sleeping. Oh, wow. That's good. Sleep study was the last thing. Oh, wow. So it just took time for you to get through it. You know, I'm thinking that too. The hard thing is that this is my busy time of year when I need to have all the energy. I need to be able to do a lot more than what I'm doing. So I am grateful. I got some black on this side there. I am grateful that I have my daughter to help me do base coating because that saves me a lot of time And I am able to still get a ton of things done. You guys have seen you've seen my booth at my show. I do still have a lot of stuff done for the shows because I have help. If I didn't have help, then it would be really bad. Okay, I need to dry that right there. There was black that was on the side and inside of it. Oh, you're relaxing from your birthday yesterday. Nice. Hi, Sandy. Hi, Karen Ross. How are you? Hope all is going well. Okay, now it's getting hot in here from this heat gun. It might just be me, though. Okay, let's put second coats on. So desert turquoise was this color. I don't know if I told you that, guys. Desert turquoise is this color. I'm going to dry brush it. So once we get both of these on there, I probably will just dry brush it right then. I'll do the white on this, and we'll dry this. I think I should just get the dry brushing part done so it can kind of dry. You could speckle if you want to. I'm just choosing, I think dry brushing will be really cute on here. Kind of make it look snowy. Snowy, snowy, snowy. I have to tell you guys something so funny. So, on pages, admins can delete your comments. All right, so I just have to tell you something funny because I actually thought it was kind of rude, but now I'm laughing about it because I had a comment that was deleted. There, okay, so there was a dog that was found. Let me give you some backstory. Any word on the trial about the couple who stole the puppy? No, they pled not guilty, and now it has to go to trial. So it's a long process. It's probably like 6 to 8 months process at finally getting to trial. Because they'll have continuances. So right now there's nothing on it. But okay, so I want to tell you a little bit about this thing that happened while I'm painting. Okay. So it didn't happen while I'm painting, but while I'm painting, I'm going to tell you about this because I like to tell you stories, and I like to tell myself sometimes, because this is funny. This happened to me. So admins on Facebook pages can remove comments if they feel like the comment's not appropriate. They can remove a comment. So there's a dog that was found, and it had its collar on from the shelter. It still had its collar on from the shelter. It had the intake number. And it had a date on it. And the date was September 15th. And someone had commented, take it to the shelter and they can look up the intake number and be able to tell you who the owner is. And I agreed. I said, oh yes, that's true. Take it in there. And they'll also be able to scan it for the microchip, because when dogs are released from the shelters nowadays, they make them get a microchip. It's automatic. They automatically chip them, and they charge you for that. So, okay, let's try this and let's keep going with the story. So I was just agreeing with the comment. I didn't even read who had made the original comment. All I did was agree, and I was like, oh yeah, and also have them scan it. And I said the date on there is most likely the intake date at the shelter. So this morning on my Facebook in my messages, it was like, admin removed your comment. And I was like, what? What'd I do? Because I never want to be removed from a page because I did something wrong. I'm like, did I say something wrong? Did I type something in because I was tired and transposed something and they misunderstood what I wrote? Because I always try to stay out of trouble. I don't want to get banned from a page. Okay, so here's the funny thing, guys. It said comment removed, and the reason it was removed was because it was stupid. and I had replied to the admin's comment agreeing with her that yes, take it in, and the date is most likely the intake date. I was agreeing with her, and the admin removed my comment, and her reason for removing it, she said, was because it was stupid. My comment was stupid. You guys, what kind of admin tells someone that their comment was stupid? I thought that we're supposed to be kind on our pages. At first I was like, what the heck? Because I didn't want to be in trouble. I didn't want to get in trouble. I was like, oh my gosh, what I do? I'm gonna have to go back and tell them this is what I meant. No, and I can't because it's the stinking admin that did that. I'm like, okay, I see what kind of page this is. Okay, oh, I actually probably don't need this because I have white right here. Is that funny? I think that's hilarious. I think it's hilarious that an admin would actually say that to somebody. Oh my gosh. I have nothing to say to them because I need to be on the pages for the dogs. And for me, I can just say you were probably having a bad day, whatever. I'm just going to think that. I'm just going to think she was probably just having a bad day or something. I felt like screenshotting it and going, okay, admin, what was stupid about my comment? But I don't want to go there, and I don't want to have it be removed from the page. So, hey, Patricia, how are you? I know, guys. So I would never remove one of your comments and say it was stupid. Yeah, occasionally I'll remove a comment from my page because it's a link to something, and I don't allow certain links. Or if somebody just says something that is not appropriate, I'll just remove it. I don't usually say anything about it. Okay, I'm going to dry brush it. I put some paint on here and then I got most of it off. I just want to have some snowy look on here, and I'm trying to follow my curve. I'm like, what an example she is. What an example to do that. Anyways, let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Sometimes it's not worth the fight. Some people would get all pissy, all upset. Sometimes some people would get all mad and they would go back and they would fight about it, and then they get removed from the page, and then they're not helping anybody. They're not able to help animals anymore. So I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to say, all right, I see how you are. Okay, so I just dry brushed that. I'm not going to dry brush anything else. I'm just dry brushing that part of it. I know. You had some that said your post, your picture, because you needed to improve your work. Oh my goodness, that's terrible. Oh my gosh. It's stupid because I agreed with it. I know, Cheryl. I don't get it. It's okay. It's okay. I guess I just don't have to understand it all. Okay, this sheet is probably done. I don't think I need another coat on the white on that. Let's just keep going. I just thought you guys might get a kick out of that because I have no problem telling on myself, telling you guys things like that. Oh my goodness. So I guess I'm not perfect. I guess my comments aren't perfect. It's weird because the reason that I knew that the date on it, on the color, was the intake date is because when I got Darcy, her collar had that on it, and it had the number. It starts with an A, and then it's A blah 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 blah, about an 8 to 9 digit number, and that's her intake number. Each shelter up in that area has certain numbers assigned to it, so you can tell which shelter it came from. This particular shelter was Antelope Valley. Yeah, if you want to go to that page. Anyways, Antelope Valley Lost and Found Dogs. I'm hoping that they're able to just take the dog into the shelter and be able to just find the owner. You know, it's very common for dogs that have been rescued to run because they're in an unfamiliar situation, and it's scary for them. And sometimes a new owner doesn't realize that, and a dog will get out and the dog's just gone. So the good thing was that the dog still had that on, had a collar on it, probably is microchip because it can't leave the shelter without being microchipped. Here's another thing that happens. Sometimes a dog is at a shelter and it gets loose from the shelter people, from the shelter workers, and runs. That can happen too. So there was a lot of things that went through my mind. Was that maybe it got loose from the shelter, maybe it got loose from a new owner. So if the date said the 15th, it probably got adopted around the 20 something. So that dog has only been there not even a whole month with its owner, because they hold it for 3 days, and then they the next 3 days they're available for adoption, and then the next day they're available to be unalived. So, Cheryl, maybe it was. I know. You know, I try to be nice. I try to think, gosh, she must have had a bad day. I try to just take the upper road. I don't know. You can't get upset at people that she probably has a really hard job weeding through all the comments, and at 2 o'clock in the morning, maybe that did seem that way. I don't know at what point she saw it, but anyways, there we go. Okay, I still have to do cheekies and the eyes and all of that. I'm gonna do a second coat on this. It's not quite as solid as I would like the scarf to be. So let me get some more paint up here and here and here. And that's probably enough for all of it. And this down here. So all right. I love snowman. Who else loves snowman? I really like them because you can have them up for lots of months. And even though I don't get to make snowman in my area, once in a blue moon, I'll go to my cabin and there'd be enough snow. If I really wanted to make a snowman, I could. But we don't get snow. We don't get snow here. Darn it. What? We have had it fall, but it melts before it hits the ground. And if we had snow here, we would have so many accidents. Yeah. Okay. We need to dry this. We need to do our stripes on our scars. We need to do our cheekies, and we need to do our little dots for the on the snowman ornament. I need to do the dots for the nose and the mouth and the eyes. On here, they are these little dots. Okay, so everything has 2 coats. I love snowman. Yep, Karen, I am with you. I'm with you. They're one of my favorites. Gingerbread too. Gingerbread you can leave up. It's not necessarily Christmas. It could be up year round. Some people have their kitchens decorated with it. I mean, I guess. Oh, did I do that? Did I do a second coat on that? I don't know if I did. I can't tell. I actually can't tell if I did a second coat on this snowman. Let me just do it because it kind of looks like I didn't. I'm just going to sneak in here and do it just in case. It kind of looks a little sheer. It's snowing there. Oh my gosh. And it'll stay for the next 6 to 7 months. Wow. That's crazy. Well, you are in the North Pole after all, so I would expect there would be snow most of the year. That is the city you're in, right? North Pole. I remember my daughter's dad, my ex-husband, was stationed in that area. Is there an Air Force base up there? I think there is. I think right after we got divorced, he left Japan and I just jumped. And he was stationed in North Pole, Alaska, I think. I don't know. Maybe it was Fairbanks. I don't know. I might be wrong. Okay, that is still not dry. So if your paint is cold, it is not dry yet. You definitely want it to be all the way dry before you start doing any dry brushing on it. Any cheekies, any ink needs to be done all the way. And then we're going to do our stripes. Yes, North Pole and Isleson. Yes, okay, so I think he was at Isleson. Yeah, I was just happy it was all the way up there away from me. Sorry, that's not nice, but it's the truth. Sometimes the truth hurts. Okay, I didn't get my color for my cheeks. Let me just grab it here. I'm not going to do red. I'm going to do blush pink. Okay, so I have, for the cheeks on this snowman, I have this new little dauber thing I want to show you. It's kind of different. So I'm just going to make sure I get all the paint, most of the paint off before I do it, because you don't want very much on there. So I'm using blush pink, and I have a small one, small tiny little dauber for the ornament. So I just have our regular dauber for the ornament, but I have this thing here. It's a different type of brush. Okay, so I want to show you it on larger things. It will work really well. So dip your little thingamadeggy in there. Your son-in-law was stationed there. Oh yeah. Yeah, they lived in North Pole. That's awesome. I always wanted to go there, but not with him there. Okay, trying to do this without laughing. Okay, so got my little cheekies. And then we'll do the eyeballs and the mouth. Okay, so this is a dauber that you can make bigger cheekies, okay? So, but you want to make sure that you get most of it off, okay? I'm going to just dip it in the paint, and I'm going to get most of that off. And then I'm going to just start going in a circle and get my circle going, okay? And then you can kind of tap in the center if you want to, but it's not necessarily going to be like a full circle, like it's kind of going to look like blush, like you put blush on. Okay. Does that make sense? And I might want a little bit more in the center. I'm going to put a little bit more paint on and just kind of tap and fill that. Okay. All right. Now, these little dots are these dots, so I don't have to do anything else there. I'll put a little white highlight. I like to do a little white highlight on my stuff. So I'm going to grab my stylus. I don't think I can do it on the ornament. I think on the ornament, it's going to be too small. Maybe the other end. Okay. So I have a little bit of white paint. I'm going to do a little highlight right there. I'll use this small end to do this. I'm going to get some black paint. I still need to do the eyes and the mouth. Let me just go in a little bit closer for you guys. How do I clean that one? Just with water. I'm just going to clean it just like a regular paintbrush. So you could use blush, but the reason I don't is because it will wipe off if you don't seal your projects. And I don't seal my projects anymore because I've had too much exposure to all the sealers. Sorry, guys. I only do it if my stuff is going to be out on the front. I will suggest it to people. If you're going to have it out on the front porch, grab some sealer and just put 3 light coats. I'll make them be responsible for that. But I've had my lifetime exposure to sealer when we did ornaments full time. We would make ornaments all year long. So I refuse to use sealer every day. Okay, gonna go ahead and dry this. Oh, Karen writes happy birthday to them. Oh, that's nice. Your grandson's birthday, brother's is 9 and the other's 29. Awesome. That's so cool. How fun. I'm just drying the little highlight part. Okay. All right, we still have to ink all the edges on everything, but we are going to do our stripes now. Oops, there goes my phone. Sorry, guys. Let's do our stripes. I'm going to kind of push this up a little bit so I have some room down here. I don't want to push it off. That would be terrible. Okay, so I'm going to do my stripes are going to be open water. All right, so I'm going to put open water in here, and I'm going to grab a brush. I haven't even looked in my drawer yet. So for the large stripes, I do have a large brush right here that would work. I just need a small one. Let me see if I have a small brush in here somewhere. I don't have teeny tiny ones, but I can make it work if I just use the corner. Okay, so let's do this small one first. And yeah, there's all these little stripies. This should cover with one coat. I'm using an angle brush, okay? Can you see that it's an angle? That's the best brush to use because you can just use part of it. You don't have to lay the whole brush down. You can take the tip of it and do like along the line part and then just fill in the center. Okay, so with this one, I should be able to do the big stripes with the whole brush. I could just use this though, instead of getting two brushes dirty. Maybe I'll do that. I hate having to wash brushes because, guys, sometimes I get a phone call as soon as I'm done here, or I'm just heading over to wash my brushes and I don't get to wash them in the morning. Sometimes my brushes, the paint dries on them because I start my work, my other job as soon as I'm done here. Sometimes my phone is ringing. Yeah. This is going to be so cute. I'm so excited. All right, so the bottom one, I'm working my way up on this. Okay, so that one. Okay, I had to figure out which one to start with. Okay, this one here. And then on this side, okay, this is going to be that color, that color, that color, that color. Oh, let me do that again. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. All right. I figured it out. I had to figure out what stripes were what. Okay. It'll be easier on the bigger one once I get to that. So today's your nephew's 23rd birthday and your daughter's 29th. Oh, wow. Lots of birthdays happening today. Happy birthday, everyone. Lots of October babies. I have 2 November babies. My poor daughter always has her birthday during one of my craft shows. It always inevitably falls. During one of my craft shows, I always feel bad. We have to celebrate her birthday early because mom is at a craft show. Yeah, it's been that way forever because I've been doing the same craft shows forever. Poor thing. But we always made sure when she was younger that she was able to have a fun birthday party. Yeah. You have a solo cup and you put water in it. Yes. So I used to do that when I would paint all the time. But when I paint with you guys, I don't do that. I do that in the other room when I'm painting. But even then, sometimes I fall asleep and my brushes dry with everything in it. Yeah, sometimes. Sometimes I fall asleep with the brush in my hand. I have been known to wake up with a paintbrush stuck to my face with paint on it. I think I did the stripes wrong. I think I might have done the wrong stripes. It's okay. It's all right. So we're just going to do this bottom one. We'll just do a bigger stripe. There we go. We'll just go like that. Okay. All right. So I'll try to fix it when I do this one. Okay, I'm going to use the same brush for this. It will be fine. I'm going to turn it. Your grandson's birthday is October 27th. He'll be Oh, that's awesome. Oh, it's October 27th and he'll be 12. Sorry, I read that wrong. I am like 4 of your children's birthdays are between November and January. Even both of your grandmother. Wow, that's crazy. During those cold months. That's a crazy time. Okay, yeah, this is gonna work just fine. So can take big strokes with this. So I usually just do right along the line and then I fill in the centers is what I do. And I should have started from the other side, being left-handed. So just turn your project however you need to turn it. However you need to turn it is just fine. Just fine, guys. So I'm kind of excited to get my next chocolate tour order. I ordered a bunch of stuff yesterday. I ordered some more ink too. I realized that my ink colors are getting down there. Some of my jars are getting empty. I've used them for a long time. And I wondered, I had the issue of the green peeling up off of the white. I wonder if it's because that green is probably the original one from 6 years ago. I wonder if it could go bad. Has anybody had their ink peel off? I remember telling you guys that I did when I heat set it in between, but I didn't do that yesterday. I did dry it with the heat gun. Maybe that was the problem. Maybe. I don't know. Yours is tomorrow. Oh, awesome. Lots of birthdays, guys. Happy birthday, everybody. That is so cool. Okay, we're almost there. I like this color for the snowman. I think it's going to be perfect. I think it's going to be perfect. Okay, I'm going to turn it, and let me see if I can do this the right way. Okay, so the bottom one is dark blue, dark blue, dark blue, dark blue. Okay, that's right. Okay, so I think it was this side that I did it wrong. Somehow I started it out wrong. Okay, so this is open water. Crystal blue is the light blue. I like blues for snowman. I think it's super cute. Plus, I have someone that buys my snowman a lot because she doesn't want to buy Santa's because she's Jewish. Okay, so she loves Christmas stuff, but she said, "What do you have in the blues colors?" And I show her all my stuff that's in blue. I always do snowman that have blue on them for her. I also need to do, there is a Jewish transfer. I should do that one. That sign would be a nice one for her. She's been one of my customers for 30 plus years. A long time, many moons. Okay, this is dark, 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 dark. Okay, so the top one's dark. The top one is dark. I think I'm going to just turn this. Maybe it'll be easier this way. I turn my projects however it's easier for me to paint. So I think to get this one right here. Okay, and then we'll dry, we'll do our inking, we'll glue this snowman together. It's going to be so cute. I love stuff like this. I was thinking, you know what? I need to do a cute little gingerbread that has a little saying too on it that's hanging like that. I think it'd be cute to have a hanging gingerbread like that. All right. You can never have enough ornaments, guys. You just got to keep adding trees. I see, that's what I feel like. Some of my customers, they're like, I have 7 or 8 trees. I have one that's all snowman. I have one that's angels. I have one that's Santa's. I have one that's Coca-Cola themed, you know, that type of thing. So my customers at my craft shows are crazy. They just keep buying and buying and buying. So as long as they're not hoarders and just have it in the middle of their living room, then I guess it's okay. All right. Okay, let's dry all this. I'm gonna put it up here onto the board because you know how that goes with things flying around. Let's bring our board back down. I didn't need this one. That was good. Bless your gingerbread heart. That would be cute. Bless my little ginger heart. That would be cute. Something like that. Gingers are best. Okay. Let's bring this up. And so I just need to dry this. It's a little transparent on some of those stripes, but guys, I'm just going to leave it. I am not going to go back over it. You can make that choice on what you want to do. I just want to get it dry so I can ink it. Don't try inking it when it's not dry. You'll mess up your ink pad and you'll cry. All right, we're getting there. So don't forget all these cutouts. I haven't added this, so I'll add this shortly after this. I'll take a picture and I'll add it. They're going to be 25% off. So sorry, I actually fell asleep last night. I went to add it and I was laying in bed and I fell asleep. So sorry, I did try. I did try. Okay, let's take everything off, and I have my other board that has stuff on it too. So let's just get everything off. Is it dry? It is dry. And we'll see what it looks like. And then we'll start inking. I think it's going to be adorable. I'm excited to see it. Oops, something jumped off the front. I'll have to check and see what that was. I think you're going to be adorable, Frosty. My little Frosty the Snowman. Okay, I might want to lift this up because this tape is fairly new. So I don't want to have all the little things go flying. I have more paint that's jumped off of there. Oh my goodness. Sometimes I'm looking for a color and I'm like, oh, I should check on the other side of that because there's a little table there. There's probably stuff that jumped. Okay, I'm just kind of putting it where it goes. It's not, you know, I'll make sure that it's in the correct place. Sometimes it moves as I'm doing it. It doesn't always stay, but it's in the general area. Okay, and then the heart, and then one of these go on each of these. Okay, one goes on here. This goes right here on the scarf. Okay, isn't he so cute? Oh my goodness, he's adorable. Okay, I'm gonna set that right there. Let's assemble the little snowman. Okay, oops, I covered up part of it. Covered up the bless. The bless. All right, bless my snowman heart. I just think it's cute. Scarf. Our little earmuffs. The nose. Buttons and heart and snowflake. Okay. All right. So that's what he's going to look like. Things are kind of mishmash there. But isn't he so cute? Okay. And then there's the banner. So let me do this. Let me move this board off of here, and let's bring back the sheet that has the banner on it that goes at the top that holds all that. I would be looking for that. It was attached to the board. It jumped onto the tape. Okay. Shuffling things around because, you know, that's what we do here. All right, here is this. So I can still see the words. You might not be able to see them, but I can see exactly where they go. And there's also spots where the snowflakes go. That's a little harder to see. You might want to take a picture of that part because it's just like little tiny dots. And guys, it actually doesn't matter. If you don't put it where it shows that it goes, it's okay. It's all right. Don't sweat the small stuff. And it is all small stuff. That, and then that. Okay, so there's 4 little snowflakes there. Oh my gosh, that's so cute. I just love it. I just love it. I need a dozen of them. All right. Okay, let's do our ornament first. No, we should actually do that first because that has to hang together. So it has to be all the way dry. Okay, I don't do the words and I don't do the snowflakes because I want them to be really crisp and white. If you want to add glitter or you want to add, I almost said cinnamon frost. If you want to add, some glitter or some frost. What is it called? Oh my gosh, guys, I am losing it. We're losing it. It is shimmer frost. If you want to add shimmer frost to it to have them be shimmery, you can. Oh my goodness. Isn't that funny when you lose a word and you're like, what is that word? Sounds like, starts with. Oh my goodness. Okay. All right. So yeah, I'm going to have to do a little gingerbread like this. I do have the perfect gingerbread to go on here. I just need to do the sign like this. We'll see when we get it together if we like it. Okay, so I inked all my edges and I kind of went around here. I might have to grab a Q-tip to do some of it. I'm trying not to have to do that. Okay, and then those will just go right back on there. And I will glue all that down. Where did I have this? I can kind of see the little things. Where was this one? Oh my goodness. Where's my cheat sheet? Oh, it's down here. Goes right there. I'm like, where's my cheat sheet? Okay, all these things come off. And we ink all that. So I do have my white for the buttons. I'm not going to ink these little things. I'll ink the buttons, but I'm not going to ink the teeny tiny mouth pieces and the eyes. I want them to be the way that they are. I want them to be dark and black like that. Okay, just trying to get the inside of this. Oops, it's jumping. Sometimes my fingers don't work. Anybody else have the dropsies? I'm telling ya. Okay, I'm going to get right up here at the top. I'm just kind of tapping it a little bit, going in a circle. And then some of this will be covered up by the earmuffs and some by the scarf. So not all of that's going to show. I'm going to do that with the white. Okay, got the nose. Got your nose. Got your nose, guy. Okay, and then my little heart. And okay, there's that, my earmuffs. So I will do I'll take a picture, I'll post a link after I get it added. I have not added this to the website. Sorry guys. I fell asleep. I forgot this morning when I woke up. Normally I'll do it like when I first wake up. No, it didn't happen this morning. Sometimes I fail at things. I try my best. I do. I try my best to have everything ready. It doesn't always work, you know. I think I'm doing okay, but you know what? Sometimes I just can't do it all. And I've just had to accept that. I've had to accept that, you know what? Do the best that you can do, and that's all that people can ask of you, right? Right? Yep. Okay. That looks really cute. Okay, let's glue this together after we do, let's do this really quick. A little bit of white along the edges on the buttons, and then we're going to glue all this together. How fun is that? It's so cute. It is so darn sweet. Okay, I'm going to reuse my little glue thing. You know what a lot of times I'll do? All this has glue on it, but this end doesn't, so I'm going to dab with that end. I use my sponges as much as I can before having to toss them. So I use them for the snowflakes. This I can actually put, I can put some of the glue on there. I don't do the whole thing. I'll just do here and there. Make sure I get the edges done. And then go ahead and stick that down. Make sure it's where it's supposed to be before you stick it down. You don't want glue all over the place. So we're going to make sure this is all dry before we start assembling it. And that way it can be drying while we're doing the ornament. So that was my whole reason for doing this first. So it's nice and solid, doesn't move around, because you don't want your words and stuff to move on you. It would be easier if I was right over the top of this. I stand up so I can see it better, but still, sometimes it's not perfect. It is not perfect. I think perfect's overrated. You know. Okay, there's that. Let's get the little snowflakes on. So I just dab in my glue and then I'll tap to the side. I don't want to have too much on there. Oh, my stomach just growled again. I've been hungry lately. I haven't been eating as much, and I haven't been eating any junk food. So I haven't had my ice cream or my potato chips for a while. I did have potato chips when we went down to the beach, but I don't just buy them anymore. I know, it's so cute. Yes. Okay, I'll take a picture and I'll post the link here in on my page. I just didn't get it done yet. So it'll take me some time. Okay. Anyways, I'm not having any snacks at night, so I think that makes a difference. I'm actually hungry in the morning. I wake up and I'm like, I'm a little hungry. And I've been walking. So Darcy loves to go for a walk, but it's hard for her to go all the way around the block. So last night, when John went to take Marley for her walk, little Darcy is like, I want to go too. And I told my husband, I said, I'll go with you. But it's hard for Darcy to go all the way around the block. She's older, and a mile is a lot for her right now. So she needs a haircut. So she gets overheated. She's panting by the time she gets back. And so I feel bad. So I was like, if we just go halfway up the hill and then down. So it's like half a mile doing part of it. And then I can do it with you, and Darcy can get her walk, because normally my husband will take Marley and then he'll go and take Darcy for a short walk. And I was like, I'll go with you. I need to get my walk too. Sometimes I can't go all the way around the block too. I had stuff in the laser. I'm like, okay, I'll just put on pause. I won't ever run it while I'm not there because things have happened before to people. Okay, gonna do my eyeballs. Yeah, even when it's just engraving, there's times when it will malfunction and will start a fire. I'm like, no, I don't want to burn my house down. I always make sure I'm right there. So if you have a laser, don't get so comfortable that you just walk away from it. So many people do, and then they're sorry. And they're like, oh, I shouldn't have done that. It's too late now. You have a burned up machine and your house might burn down. How's Stubby doing? Stubby is struggling. He really is. But he's not in pain. Okay, so Stubby struggles when he walks. Like I said before, his arms and legs. His arms and legs. He doesn't have arms. His front legs and his back legs are not in sync. Okay, so he'll have, you know how you just walk and it just works. His doesn't work that way. So when he walks, I should take a video. It's kind of sad though. I don't want to show people. It's kind of sad. He is not in sync. So his poor little legs can't figure out what to do. I know he's probably had a stroke. Poor little guy's probably had a stroke. But he's not in pain, so I am not ready to put him down. And I'm not being selfish. Let's see. Oh, let's go this way. I just feel like he's not in pain yet. He's doing fine. He likes being loved on. The second that he shows that he's in pain or distress, then we will think about getting someone brought in to help him cross the bridge. So right now, he's doing okay. He just struggles. He's like some of us that can't walk straight. Okay, everything's glued together on that one. Let's do our inking on the other one. Thank you, guys. I love this one. I think it's super cute. And this is pretty big, guys. I didn't shrink it down. Maybe I'll make a smaller one, too. A lot of times I'll make it small enough that it fits all on one board. This one actually doesn't, so it'll be a little bit more. This one will probably be 28 because there's a lot of wood to it. Okay, taking all this off, going to ink everything. And then we will glue our ornament together. These are going to be so cute. So you have to be a little bit more careful with the banner part on this because it is attached to the ornament. So I'm going to just carefully go inside. I think I'm going to actually grab a Q-tip and do this part. So yeah, Mr. Stubby's getting up there in age. I need to pull his birthday and see. I think he's getting very close to 16. So, you know, he's lived a good life. He just likes to, he loves to lay next to you. Sometimes he'll give me kisses. Most of the time he just is there. He just wants to just be there next to you. He's been barking at imaginary things. So he can't see as well anymore. He thinks that something's touching him and there's nothing there. So poor little guy. Sometimes he just has a bad day. And when he has a really bad day and we know that it's time, I'll know. You know what? With all my animals, I knew when it was time. With George, I knew when it was time to let go. I can't be selfish and make them stay here on Earth just because I love them and I'll miss them. I would never do that to my animals. So, all right. Let me keep going with this. There's not that much to ink on here. Not like on the big one. There's not as many things. It doesn't have a great big banner. Your dog's the same way. You know, it's hard when they get to that age and they're just not, I know he's probably had a stroke and his legs just don't work properly, but he still gets around and he goes out and he goes potty. Sometimes he stumbles when he can't lift his leg to pee. He has to squat because he'll fall over. If he tries to lift his leg to pee, he's on his side. He falls right over. So he's figured it out. He just squats. You know, sometimes boy dogs will squat all their life, but he hasn't. He's always been one of those proud dogs to go and pee on everything. Not anymore. He just squats and gets his business done and comes back inside. So, but he can't go out the doggy door anymore. The doggy door, to go out the doggy door, he can't navigate that. So I have to take him, I have to physically open the door and take him out. And then I have to remember that he's out there. Sometimes the phone will ring and I'll go, okay, I'll be right back. And it's a little bit of time. And poor thing, he's out there he's out there barking. And he can't bark either. Remember when he barks, he sounds like a chicken? Yeah, he doesn't. Poor thing. I remember up at my cabin, someone said, "Oh, you guys have chickens?" I'm like, "No, that's my dog." It's my dog. That's Stubby. He sounds like a chicken when he barks. He just has that funny sound. We love our pets though. He's the last of the original bunch. You know, we had dogs when my kids were little, but this group we've had since we moved to New Mexico. So we moved to New Mexico in 2004, and we got Bailey right before we came home. So, and then we got George right after that, and then we added Lacey, and then Stubby is Lacey and George's puppy. So that's how all that worked. They're all from that bunch. Okay, look how cute this is. This is turning out so darn cute. Howie is a 13-year-old Sheltie. He's blind and walks into stuff. Oh, yeah. You see, Stubby can't see certain things. You know, well, he's our $7,000 dog who's had eye surgery because Molly slashed his cornea in half, and it was just in two pieces, wide open. And so they repaired it, but it has a scar down the center. And it doesn't have color down the center, which is really weird. They said there was a possibility of that when we signed the thing for surgery. There was a possibility they couldn't get all the color to come back together. So he has like a white thing. It's a white scar down the center. So we love our dogs, though. What would you do without them? I just can't imagine my life without my dogs. I'm just going to put a little bit of glue here, a little bit of glue here. And we're not doing buttons or anything fancy on this. We're only doing jute because I think it has so much to it already. It doesn't need to have more. I think it's going to be fine just like that. Okay, then the little heart. I'm not doing dots here and there. You know how sometimes we do that. I am not going to go in and do all that. You can do that if you want to. I'm just keeping this one as simple as possible. Okay, my little snowflake. So I just tap it. See how it has some glue on the back? You don't want it to be too thick and to go in between. I just tap it. This is going to go on on his little scarf. We'll put the jute on it after this dries. Let's do this together. And somehow I got a little bit of glue right there. Let's get that off. There's like a little glue dot. Okay. All right. I'm going to put this away. We're done with that. We're going to put our jute on all of this and make it hanging. Remember Bailey snoring? Yes. Bailey was my little dog that snored a lot. Didn't realize it was because she actually had a heart condition. but we left it, right? We left her snoring. Okay, so this is all dry. None of these will move. So if you wanted to move it, you can't. It's solid. So if I made a mistake and it's not lined up, too bad. You have to take a screwdriver and peel it apart. Okay, so I'm gonna just go ahead. I don't know how this is going to be. So I'm going to get this through here, and then I'll put this through here, and we'll see how long it needs to be. And we'll see if we actually like this type. Okay, so it doesn't need to be that long. I'm gonna cinch it down. It only needs to be about like that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna cut this off, and then I'll tie that together. I'll just do like an overhand knot. I think that's what I want to do. You know what? It could hang like that. Guys, this is how it's going to be. So I just tied the little knot, and it's just going to hang like this. Okay, I'm just going to pull it tight. So it's going to hang right from that. Okay, now I'm just going to tie these together. So I have two. And I'm going to feed them from the back, and then we'll just tie a knot. You can do it however you want. If you want to do wire and you have wire, you can do that. If you want to do ribbon, you could do ribbon. You could tie it in a little bow. That might be kind of cute to tie it so that there's a bow there. But that might be too much too. Okay, so I'm just going to get them both done, and then like both of them ready, and then we'll figure out the length. I don't want it to hang too low. I actually only want it to be about 1.5 inches. Guess what? I knew that was going to happen. My jute is like fraying. Okay, I'm going to go in from the top and then go up from the bottom. It was starting to fray. You might have to twist it. You might have to put some tape on it. The holes aren't really big. Okay, so let's figure out how we want this to be. I don't want it to be too far down. Okay, so I think I want it something like that, hanging like that. So now what I have to do is I need to go ahead and tie these. I'm going to just kind of trim them down a little bit. I don't need as much on there. Okay. And then if you want, you can do it this way. You can do a knot like this and just tie it like this instead of an overhand knot. That might be the right way, an easier way. So just do a regular knot. I'm making sure that it's not going to hang crooked. I'm not guaranteeing it's not going to be crooked. Let me tell you that. Okay. Okay, I think that's going to be good. One of my pieces of jute is thicker than the other. I'm not going to worry about it right now. I'll probably fix it in the other room. I could fix it right now. Do I have enough? No, they're all thick too. That one's not thick. Let me just fix it right now. It just looks funny because one is thick and one's not. Okay, I'm going to fix it right now. So this is the jute that I got, that I told you the roll is very inconsistent, that there's some parts that are thick and some parts that are thin. It's been kind of a struggle. We've bought that same great big roll of jute from Uline forever. It lasts us months and months. We're still working on it. But this time it is very inconsistent. Okay. Hi, Dawn. How are you? Hey, Carol. Okay, I am trying to make sure that it is going to hang evenly. Oh, that looks so much better for them to be the same thicknesses. Okay, and then I'm just going to cut that. And it's just going to be just like that. It's a knot. And it's just going to hang like that. That's how it is. If you want to do ribbon, you can do ribbon. Okay, perfect. All right, so super cute. And a little rustic like that. That's how it's supposed to be. Okay, and here's our little ornament. We're just going to use jute. We're going to do like we always do. And no bow or beads. Just doing basic because there's so much on it already. Okay, fold that in half and pinch it. And then push that through the hole. And then open that up and grab the tails. And then figure out how long do you want it to be. I usually do it about like that length, so that they're all pretty consistent as far as how they hang. And then I tie a knot. I did a little overhand knot and I cut that off. Okay, so this is how it hangs onto your Christmas tree, right through that little hole. Just like that, guys. All done. Yay. All right. Yep. Go back and watch the replay if you missed it. This one is super cute. I love it. I think it's fun. All right. Let me put you up to myself. I'll get this added. Sorry, I honestly, I was working on it. I was laying there in bed and I had my pictures taken of the wooden pieces and I fell asleep. So now I have these. Aren't they so cute? I love it. I think it's so fun. Perfect. I'm really happy with how it turned out. And I think this is the perfect size. I might make a smaller one, but I think that one's really cute. What do you guys think? Okay, guys, have a fantastic Wednesday. We are halfway through our week. It is hump day. Tomorrow is Thursday. Yay! And then I have a busy weekend. And Monday also. Monday I will be at Disneyland. Yay. All right, I'll get you guys that link as soon as possible. I love it. I think it's super cute. Yeah, you just hang it, you just stick it on a little nail or a hook or whatever on your door. You can use those little suction ones. I have a suction one on my door. I'm really tempted to go put it on my door until my craft show. So my grandkids will go, it's still fall. It's not winter yet, Grandma. All right, love you guys. Hope you have a fantastic